to Night Talk. I hope you have had a marvelous day because we have. I hope everything has been great for you. Everything has fallen in place for you the way you wanted it to today. And we decided to come on. We had something to do, so we came on a little bit later. So we're here now, and I hope you guys just come on in the room. And when you come in the room, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you want to. We would appreciate that. And if you want to buy us a soda, or you just want to help our channel to grow more by doing hitting the super thanks, please do that. Or if you just want to say hello, you peeking through, that's fine too. You know, we just on tonight, and as you've seen our title, it's already up, and we are ready to start. Yes. So we have one in the room already. Guys, come on in the room and join us tonight. Please come in the room and join us. We want you guys to come in. We're going to have a great conversation tonight. Excuse me. But come on in the room, please. And as I said before, I hope you have had a wonderful day. A wonderful day. Hello, Brenda. Welcome to Night Talk. And we're going to be talking about some good things tonight. Yes. Do your mind ever play tricks on you? Do you ever just, hey, you can be doing something, or you thought you did something, but you really didn't do it, and you're like, now, I know I set that brush on that dresser. I know I set it there because when I got through combing my hair, I went over there and put it on the dresser. But the brush is not on the dresser. So where is it at? Well, hey, Jan Jan. Hi, beautiful. We got Brenda on here. And we got Jan Jan on here. Hello, hello. Yes, so do your mind play tricks on you? That's what we're talking about tonight. Have your mind ever played any tricks on you? Or have anybody else played some tricks on your mind?
You ever been in a situation where you said, well, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
And then somebody else came along and you wound up doing it. The thing that you said you weren't going to do.
Yes.
That's a form of mind control.
Yes.
Your mind played tricks on you and they tricked you.
Yeah, they
tricked you into doing something that you didn't want to do.
Yes.
Yeah, so
we have to be careful.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be able to protect yourself from that kind of stuff.
Yes. Because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Yep.
Just terrible.
Yep.
So terrible. We'll give
about.
Yeah, we're going to give a few more minutes.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to start on up. We're trying to let people come in and, hey, see what we're talking about. Come on in and join in on the conversation if you feel like it. Because we read the comments. Just come on in and make yourself at home. Just come on in the room. And that is Brenda that sent me a good comment today. Yes, and we're so glad to have you on here. We're always on here. That's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And our Wednesday is going to change a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we're going to talk about, have a subject for every Wednesday.
Yeah, but,
That'll be our subject. Might be different, worded or something. But we're going to focus on a lot of things that's going on in the world today. For as people is concerned.
Yeah.
There's so much going on right now.
Wednesday is survivor's remorse day.
Yes.
Because we got a lot of survivors out here.
A lot of them.
A lot of people being attacked, a lot of people being messed over,
yes.
but they made it anyway.
And a lot of people with cancer, but they made it. People that's been on their deathbed, but they walking and talking now, and they're not there no more. People that survived the worst job in the world. We're just going to be talking about all of that on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So get ready.
Because there's a lot of survivors out here.
So that's going to be our topic on Wednesdays. That's what we're going to be discussing and talking about. You ready to get started?
You ready?
Yes, we're going to go ahead and start with just what we got in the room, honey. The Lord want to send more, he'll send more. He'll bless us. And we just going to manifest that they'll just come on in here. That they're going to come. I said, hey, hey, hey. I said, hey, hey, hey. Yep. Hey, hey, hey. I said, hey, hey, hey.
It's 9 o'clock night time.
Yeah.
Time. The only sound is fancy putting it down.
Yes.
I'm walking the walk. Keeping it
Yeah.
hard. Asphalt. Night talk connected to the streets like the sidewalk.
Night talk.
It's time to
Yeah.
mine. It's
Night talk. Yeah.
It's one of a kind.
It's night talk.
Conversation for your elevation.
Night talk.
Yeah. The nation. It's
night talk.
It's time to blow your mind.
It's night talk. I said,
it's one of a kind.
It's night talk.
Conversation
Yeah.
for your elevation.
Yeah.
Night talk fresh throughout the nation. Hey, pasta, fancy what I say.
What's happening?
Hey, fancy. You ready to start the show?
Yeah. Hey. I said, hey. I said, hey. I said, hey. Yes. So let's talk about our topic. If you're just getting in the room.
Breath of.
Oh, well, hello, darling. Hey, breathe life into me. Mm-hmm. Hey. Mm-hmm. Our topic tonight is...
My mind's playing tricks on me.
My mind is playing tricks on me.
And if y'all don't know, there's an old Ghetto Boys song from back in the day.
From way back in the day. An old song.
Yeah, and it's about a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about tonight.
Yes.
Because your mind can play tricks on you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can end up in a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're going to discuss mental health.
Yes.
All that comes up under that.
Up under your mind playing games on.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about people play mind games with you with all the stuff going on in the world right now. Even with the things with what's going on.
Yeah.
With the politics.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the politics.
All that's going on right now is happening.
Yeah, they playing mind games with you on that.
They are.
Yeah, so everything. Everything comes into that. Yeah.
Every time you turn around.
My mind's playing tricks on me, yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Mind playing tricks. That happens a lot to a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Even our children, it happened to them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In school, out of school, just grown-up children. It happens to them also. Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes, this is just the time, y'all. Everything is changing in the world.
Oh, what was it?
And a lot of stuff is happening.
Lady 440, she said, your body's here with me. But your mind is on the other side of town. Yes. You're messing me around.
All right now, that's true.
We got an OJ's person over here.
Okay.
All right.
Well, hello, everyone. Special blessings. Hello.
Oh, yeah. That's Miola. All right.
Hey, Miola. Welcome.
Yeah, your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town.
All right, lady.
All right.
Welcome. Mm-hmm. Because that is so true. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So true in relationships and just everything you can think of, your job, in your home, just being at home sometime. Mm-hmm. And going to visit friends and whatever. Your mind can play tricks on you. Other people can play tricks on you that you might not like.
Yeah. And you might not be privy to. You might not even know they did it to you.
That's right. You might think it's something that you did, and you didn't even do nothing. They did that to you,
but you might not even know.
Yes,
because people.
That's how things work.
People are cunning. They are clever.
Yes.
And even people that you see ain't no good, they can still play mind tricks on you, mind games with you, and still deceive you, and
at
you still go for it. Yeah.
And you just run on and just hey, okay, I'm going for this. I'm doing this.
You go with it anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And knowing that it's wrong.
Mm-hmm. But you don't think it's wrong because they tricked you.
Yeah, they trick you. Mm-hmm. A lot of people just do that. Mm-hmm. They just think it's funny and it's fun, but it's not. You're hurting people sometime. By playing these little tricks and these little devilish things that you do, you're hurting people. And some people, you hear people say sometimes, hey, don't play with me.
Don't play with me.
Don't do it. Don't play with me.
Okay, what does it mean when someone is playing Mind games. Playing mind games with people refers to manipulating or deceiving them in subtle psychological ways for one's own benefit or advantage.
Okay.
It's typically involved tactics like gaslighting, creating uncertainty, giving mixed signals,
Come on.
or otherwise distorting reality in order to confuse, control, or gain power over others.
Huh.
That's what we're seeing going on with this thing right now.
Yeah.
They got all kind of crazy stuff coming out right now.
That's going on. It don't even make sense. Yes. He said this and she said that. And they against, and people are putting stuff up online like crazy.
Because see, basically what the powers to be do, they put stuff out there to confuse the people and get the people turned against each other.
Yes.
And so while the people are turned on each other, that's when they go off and do what they need to do as far as stealing somebody's land.
Yes.
That's what they did in Hawaii. That's why they burned up Hawaii.
Yeah, they burned it up.
Yeah, the developers came back and got all that land. See, people took it.
Well, people don't know that.
Yeah, they burnt all the people out of there. Took their land.
That's why Oprah was up there. But she had a lot of land up there in houses. Yeah, she had a home up there.
Yeah, they burnt them people out. Oh, the Philippines. Oh, the Philippines up in the house.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Welcome.
I never even make it to. I ain't make it to Philippines. I went to Guam. And I went to Singapore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I never did make it to the Philippines.
Oh,
and I went to Thailand. Yeah,
oh, okay.
Thailand. Yeah, I never did make it to the Philippines. But welcome.
You're welcome to be here. But yes, that's what happened in Hawaii. And it's happening every time you cut on the TV, on the news, you get on your laptop, your whatever, your phone. Hey, you can see all over the internet. Things are changing and stuff is happening.
Great Apostle, I'm from Ghana. All right.
All right, Ghana in the house.
Hey, we coming to Ghana.
Yes.
We coming to Ghana.
Yes.
Get ready.
Apostle.
Mr. Fancy coming to Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah, we coming to Ghana.
We claim that.
Peace Johnson. DJ and Papa Wilson, don't sit on it. All right.
All right. Thank you. In the house. Come on in.
Come on in.
Y'all come on in the room. Come on in. You are so welcome. We're glad you are here, Ghana. In the Philippines. Yes.
Yeah. See, we international.
We international, baby.
See, I've traveled the world. I was in the military.
Yes.
And so when me and Mrs. Fancy get everything lined out like we trying to do, I'm going to take her so she can see the world like I saw the world.
Yeah, because I ain't seen the world like he's seen the world.
Yeah, I've been all over. I've lived overseas. I've done a lot of stuff. But we're going to do this together.
Yes, together.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Keith Johnson, I retired Army. Oh, okay.
All right.
Hey,
all right.
Yeah, all right.
Way to go. Thank you for your service.
For your service. Yeah.
We thank you so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you open up the Bible, you can see where they play games too. They play games too.
Yeah, it's all about manipulation.
It is. And did y'all see today where the Pope spoke out and said that there is no hell?
Oh yeah, that's they said that a while back.
A while back though.
Yeah, but yeah.
He said there is no hell.
Yeah. Well, you gotta
don't believe that it is. It's
well,
not
hell is in you.
Yes.
Hell is the place you put yourself.
Exactly.
Because I forget. Don't quote me on this, but it was because hell wasn't even in the Bible until like around I would say 1600s when they put it. Cause they took it from a poem or a story called Dante's Inferno. Yes. And they took it from there and they placed it in the Bible and called it hell. But before that, it wasn't even in there. Because, the original Bible, the Ethiopian Bible, the Apocrypha, they got 88 books. 88 books. So they took all them books out. The books that really tell you what's going on, they took them out because they didn't want you to see that. Yeah. Because if you saw that, they couldn't control you. That's right. They have to think of something else to do. Yeah, because they went to the Council of Nicaea, right? And they all sat down, and that's when Constantine was the Caesar or the emperor at the time. And they sat down and they decided which books they was going to put in the Bible. Yes. because they said we're gonna take this Christianity and we're gonna use it to control people. We're gonna use it. We're gonna manipulate the people. But take these other books out because we don't want them knowing about this other part. You know, Book of Enoch, with your Jubilees. You know,
we don't want them to know nothing about that.
You can't know about that. So they took them out, and then just had the 66, which they call the King James version.
Yes.
We got other stuff about King James. King James is not who y'all think he is.
No.
Yeah.
At all.
A lot of this stuff.
No.
Ain't who you think it is. And then they say it really wasn't King James that wrote it. It was Francis Bacon. That did that because it got code words in verses in the Bible. So it's a lot of stuff.
And those are tricks.
Yeah, those are tricks.
Those are tricks.
Yeah, so
mind games.
Yeah, mind games.
To control. Mind games. To just control. That's what they do.
Yeah.
This is part of everyday life. Somebody somewhere is out to play a trick.
Yeah.
Or to get your money, trick you into giving more, paying more, when you know that's not what you, hey, that ain't what the price is.
Yeah, like I said,
it's not what it say.
Like Miss Francis said, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. That's
it
the quote
is.
from the NAACP.
Yes, it sure is.
But it was a movie years back. I think it was in 2001. And Russell Crowe played in it, which is a good, really good movie. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all can go back and see it. It's called A Beautiful Mind. And A Beautiful Mind depicts the real-life story of a mathematician and Nobel Peace Prize winner, John Nash.
Yes.
While navigating the normal course of life, Nash is diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, a mental illness where one experiences series of splits from reality and paranoia. This guy was a Nobel Peace Prize winner in math. But these demons, these imps, these entities would show up.
Yeah.
And mess with him all the time. But I'm not gonna give it away.
You gotta watch it.
But you gotta watch it.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Very good.
And it's about overcoming when your mind playing tricks on you.
Yeah.
Cause a lot of times it's not gonna go away, but it's how you deal with it.
Exactly.
It's how you deal. That's the same thing about life. A lot of times things, or sometimes people are not gonna go away.
Like you say, alert, a beautiful mind.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But it's how you deal with it.
Exactly.
It's how you deal with it. Like Miss Fancy tell me all the time, hey, I guess I just gotta let that go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
So just let it go.
Let it go and let God. Let God take that over. I got stuff I got to do over here.
And I tell myself that just let it go. It ain't even worth it. It ain't worth it. Just, hey, let it go. It's so, you feel so much better inside when you release and let go of things.
Yeah,
and even people.
Yeah, Wildflower said it's a scary feeling when your mind plays tricks on you. That's right.
That's right. It is a scary feeling.
But sometimes you'll be, okay, just simple stuff. Sometimes you can say, you thinking of something, and then somebody come in and say something to you, next thing you know, you forgot completely.
I mean, totally.
Totally what you were going to say.
I mean, it just went blank. I done walked in a room and went to get something. Baby, and when I get there...
Hey, baby.
Hey.
Hey, go ahead.
And when I get there, I'm like, what did I come in the kitchen for? Let me see. I came in the kitchen to get... I don't remember. I say, forget it. And then I start walking off. I say, oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I came to get me something to drink.
Yeah.
It's just that you just go blank sometimes.
Sometimes you go blank.
It ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I was dating this guy one time. Before his time, years ago, I was dating this guy. And I got a sister, Helen. She's like a play sister, but she's like our real sister, really. And I was dating this guy, and I told her, I said, I couldn't sleep. I said, I spent the night with, I couldn't sleep. She said, well, why you couldn't sleep? I said, because he had seen me talking to a guy at work. Because he came up there to pick me up to take me to lunch. And he seen me talking to a guy at work. And he thought I was going with this guy. And I told him, I'm not going with him. He said, no, there's something going on, Fancy. You going with him? So I said, I don't even know that guy. I'm not going with him. I said, just leave it alone. He said, all right, I'm going to leave it alone. So when we got ready to go to bed, he kept on, I'm asleep. Hey, hey. And I'm like, what? What is it? What you say that guy was saying to you? I say, now listen, let me go to sleep, please. I am tired. I gotta leave early in the morning. I gotta go to work. I'm trying to sleep. Hey, what? I say, what is it? What was y'all talking about? And this went on for like an hour. And so the next day I seen Helen. And I was telling Helen, I'm gonna talk just like she talked. I was telling Helen about what happened, and she say, "Well, I tell you right now, mind is a terrible thing to waste." And I tell her, "Now listen here, nigga, you wasting my mind. Now you better stop, cause I'm gonna have to put hands on you. Cause you need to turn around and shut up, cause you're talking too much, and I gotta go to sleep. Now go to bed and leave me alone." And I say, he just kept doing. She said, "Now I would have to get up and hit him with something." And I just laughed. I say, "Helen, no." She said, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I would have had to hit him with something." But I was just saying that how, things can happen.
Yeah.
How people just play with you. Because I'm like, leave me alone so I can go to sleep. This lasts for an hour, like every second, every minute. He was waking me up.
Okay, I'm going to give you a story. That's when I was preaching, right?
Yeah.
And people, sometimes, my friends will call us when they move into a place to clear their home of spirits.
Yeah, of spirits,
okay.
evil spirits.
Yeah, they was our
would.
friends, right? And they kind of say, "Hey, yeah, will y'all come over here and cleanse our house?" And we seeing stuff. And
in our house.
You saw it, right?
I did. I seen something. It was a clock. They had a, what they call those clocks? Grandfather?
Yeah, grandfather.
Grandfather clock. And I looked in the clock. I said, "What is that?" And she said, "What is at the bottom of that clock? What is it?" I seen a man with a dog inside of that clock standing right, but he was on the glass. It was a man holding a dog by a chain. And I looked, I said, "Girl, I'm finna go home." I said, I am going home. And then the next night I was over there, she was in there washing the dishes, and she looked in the window, she started screaming, and she was flashing water, and she was running. I said, "What is wrong with you?" She said, "Go look at that window." And she was just crying and holding on to me. I looked in the window. It was something in the window had red eyes. And that's when I called him. I said, "He's from work," and I'm calling my husband right now to come over here. She said, "I'm going to take you." I said, "No, you ain't." I said, he coming to get me, girl." I said, I ain't coming back over here. I said, "I don't know what's going on." And he said that was their spirits.
Well, we came back.
Yeah, we came back again.
And we said a prayer.
And prayed and everything.
And then
and
we
blessed the house.
We blessed the house. I think, did we bring some sage too?
Yes.
Yeah, we brought some sage.
We brought some sage, some holy water.
Oh, yeah, all that. Okay. Okay, then, so when we left, Miss Vance asked me, "What do you think that was?" I said, "Nothing, that's them."
I said, "What you mean them?"
That's them.
He says they spirit.
It's their spirit.
It was so bad.
Yeah, they spirit. Because see, you can manifest that kind of stuff in your life.
You can.
Because see, I don't care what you talking about, what we talking about. At the end of the day, it's all going to go back to spirit. Even your health.
Yes.
Even your wealth.
Yes.
Everything goes back to spirit.
Yes.
We're not human beings having a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings.
Beings.
First.
Exactly.
Having a human experience.
Exactly.
So it all go back to spirit.
Oh.
And so their spirit was bad.
Yes, in the world of not the world of God allows us to
see
yes.
with our spirit
yeah,
eyes.
That's right. He does.
I seen it as soon as I walked in.
And I even took pictures of it. And I went home a couple of weeks after that. I went home and I showed my sister. I say, "Look at this and tell me what you see." And she looked at it. She said, get that away from me. That's the devil. It's the devil in there. It's a man and a dog." Because I'm thinking like maybe it's just me seeing that.
No, they manifested
She seen
that.
it.
They manifested that.
And she seen the thing in the window. She say, "That thing got some horns. That's the devil." Where you get these pictures? I say, "It's from Jamie's house." And I was over there one night, and Caleb was 3. And he was now it was during the daytime. I was over there, and Caleb was in there next door. They lived in a long, skinny trailer that they bought cash from this man, and this man left that workout. What was the workout system? It cost a lot of money, and she called him and asked him, did he want it back? He said, I don't want nothing from that trailer. I don't want nothing. Whatever's in there, y'all keep it. Yeah, I don't want anything.
Janice said you can feel a bad spirit. You sure can.
You sure can. Hallelujah. But her little boy came out of there, and he came in the living room where me and Jamie was. And he said, Mommy, she took my car. And she said, Caleb, ain't nobody took your car. Yes, she did, Mommy. She took my car. Come here. She took my car. And so he came and got in my lap. I said, Jamie, he's crying. Let's go see what he's talking about. So we went in the other room, and he said, she gone. She took my car. And she said, hey, Caleb, ain't nobody in here but me and you and Fancy. So what are you talking about? He said, but she said, well, where is she? She went through there. He pointed at the wall. And I say, Jamie, I say, girl, I don't know what's going on. I had drove over there. I'm like, Jack, because he was at work. You know, I just be at home by myself, and they were our neighbors for a while. So I just drove over there, and I'm like, Jamie, something is going on. She said, no, don't leave. Caleb just be saying it. He said that yesterday he was crying and talking about the girl was messing with him. And I did hear a lot of noise in there. But when I went in there, he said, there she is right there, Mommy. Don't you see her?
Look.
So
the Bible tells you out of the mouth of babes.
That's right.
And they tell you children can see things that you can't. Right? And we know
that's right. A lot of people won't understand because they still sleep.
Still sleep. That's right.
That's right. It's not broke. They're not broke.
Because you notice your child, when you was a child.
That's right.
Kids be talking to somebody, say, oh, daddy, all right there. And you think they just making it up.
No.
A lot of times they say that.
They see stuff.
Because see, when you still a child, your body's still producing what they call dimethyltryptamine.
Yes.
DMT. Okay, they say when you're born, you got DMT, and then when you die, your body produces DMT. Because you ever notice when a person dies, you go to see them before they die, and they talking to somebody that you can't see.
Yes, like my brother did. Ricky did that. My brother did that.
Tell him.
Yeah, Ricky was sitting there, and he told Brenda, came in the room, and he said that Brenda, Mama say hello. And she say, all right, Ricky, stop playing. I said, he told me the same thing a while ago. He said, y'all don't see Mama sitting right there? I say, Ricky, no. He said, Mama is sitting right there. There's Mama right there. He said, Mama, they don't even see you. And Brenda say, hey, I'm leaving. Forget this, because Ricky needs to stop that. He started that bull with me last night. He was talking about Mama sitting right there. She want to talk to you.
And she was. I guarantee you she was. But see, what
somebody said I experienced that as a child. Yes.
The man I did this.
Breathe life into me.
I preached Mike's funeral.
Yes.
I did the graveside. And before Mike died, you was up there. He was talking to, his sons that passed before
him. Both of them.
And they came to see him.
Yeah. And told him they was going fishing. They wanted him to go with them.
He was talking to him.
He was talking to him because his grandson told him. He said, I told him, no. He told us too. He said, yeah, they going to come and get me and take me fishing tomorrow.
Because see, it's a lot.
He died.
It's a lot of things. Look, our body, our mind is a wonderful creation.
It is.
You think technology, you think these phones and all this stuff is technology.
Your body, your mind.
Man, that's technology
exceptional.
Among belief, okay? Our body can do all kind of things.
Yes.
But you got to tap in.
You got to tap in. You got to believe.
The Holy Ghost is real. I have been born again for the past 3 years. Hallelujah.
Hello. Hallelujah. That's something wonderful. Wonderful. We lift you up. That's wonderful.
Okay, we tired of some minds playing tricks on it. We got that from the Ghetto Boys song.
Yes.
From 1991. From the album We Can't Be Stopped. The lyrics describe the mental anguish and exhaustion of life as a gangster including dealing with symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD,
Yes, PTSD.
paranoia, suicidal,
Unstable.
ideation, and loneliness.
Yes.
Okay? And to see, all you, I'm talking to the young cats out there, all that wanting to be a gangster stuff, it's dead.
Let it go. That ain't even going on anymore.
If you look at the top,
Let it go.
look at the top 100 people who run the world.
Yes.
Ain't none of them gangsters. They was all nerds.
Okay.
They was all squares.
Okay.
Bill Gates.
Yes.
Warren Buffett.
Yes.
Yeah, all the people squares. Elon Musk.
Yes.
Mark Cuban.
Names?
Walmart.
Yes.
The Rothschilds.
All of them.
The DuPonts. All of them. The Rockefellers. All these people, they like squares, but they running everything.
Everything.
So before I got out the Navy, I told them cats, I said, look here, man, if you come to see me, if you come to see me, I'm gonna have a Bill Cosby sweater on. That's when Bill Cosby was still cool.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be square.
Hello.
That's it. I'm like, what's up, light bulb? All right.
All right, light bulb in the room.
All right. Yeah, I said, look, I'm gonna be straight up square, man.
Welcome.
I said, man, because I was telling them at the time, who run the world right now? Who's the highest richest person? It was Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
I said, that dude is square can be. I said, squares run the world, man. Y'all better learn something. Go back to school, learn the trade, learn something. Put your head in these books, man.
Yes.
Learn something. All this gangster stuff.
Yes.
Ain't good.
A lot is not good.
Yeah. All that gangster stuff ain't good. Yeah.
That's what's going on, though. Somebody say, hey, handsome. Hi. You say hi.
No, that's a man.
Oh, I didn't know who that was. I thought it said Dusty.
No, it's Dustin. That's
Oh,
a man.
okay. Oh, okay.
No, thank you. We don't.
Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Nope.
We moving on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, keep
But
moving.
your mind can play games on you. It really can. And then the next night, I went over to Jamie's house. It was about 2 nights later. I went over there because she told me that the baby was asking about me. I said, well, I'll stop by. She said, it's late though. I said, girl, I ain't doing nothing. It's still daylight. I'm gonna come over there and stay about an hour. And I come home. It was not that far. And I went over there, and then Caleb got in my lap and he went to sleep. I put him to sleep. And so she told me to go lay him in his bed. So I laid him in the bed in their room because they had a little half bed for him, a little bit further from their bed. And so I put him in the bed. And then all of a sudden, we heard something like running like a kid was running coming down the hall because they had a little wood floors coming down the hall. And I say, what is that? She said, oh, that's Caleb. He probably didn't woke up, girl. He's probably running in our bathroom and out the bathroom because that's what he do. He got his little toys around the tub, so he's probably just playing in there. And so I went in there and I say, Jamie, what was that? Because Caleb is still asleep. He's not woke. She say, huh? I say, Caleb is asleep. And then again, we watching TV, and then all of a sudden, and it stopped. And I felt the presence. I felt something. Like somebody was looking at me. I said, Jamie, you feel that? And she was coming closer. I said, girl, move. She said, Sharon, something in here with us. I said, it's something here. Then again. And then it's just like it went away. We didn't hear it no more. And I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to go home. I said, it's about to get dark, and guess who's going home? Don't leave, because he's not here. He ain't off work. Calvin's not off work yet. I said, well, I'm sorry, because I'm going home. And I left and went home and told him, and he said, hey, we ain't going back over there, and you ain't either. I said, that's my little friend. Her and Calvin gonna have to find their way and do what's right. You're not going back over there.
Okay, I'm still talking about my mind playing tricks on me and the Ghetto Boys. And one of the rappers in the Ghetto Boys named Scarface. His real name is Brad Jordan.
Yes.
And he has often discussed his struggles with mental health. And his songs include self-loathing,
I know
anger,
that's right.
shame, and loneliness.
He
Some
should
of
have
the
left
songs
too,
that
yeah.
address these issues. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He talked about his mental health struggles.
Yes.
And and he wrote about it in his songs and stuff. So he had to they've been going on with him a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he was suicidal, all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was bad, but he made his way through it.
See?
Yeah, he came out of it.
Mm-hmm. And then after Calvin's mother died, and then she died, and her name was Miss Joyce. She was so sweet. She died, and then I seen Jamie. We went to the funeral and everything, but I seen Jamie it was like 4 months later, and she worked in Walmart in the deli. And I asked her, I say, well, how's Caleb doing? And how's Calvin? How's everything going? I say, you work all the time. 'Cause every time I come in here, I didn't know that was you because you lost so much weight. And I see you now. I seen you every time I come into Walmart. And she say, yeah, I work all the time. I say, why? She said, I ain't staying in there by myself. I say, why? What's wrong? She say, Mom calls me all day and all night. I wake up and go to the bathroom and I can hear her saying, Jamie, come here. I want some water.
Okay.
Jamie.
I mean to interrupt you, Miss Fancy, but tell her why Miss Joyce was calling him what she was doing to Miss Joyce.
Okay, when we was there, last time I had seen her, she had called me on her cell phone, and she told me she was hungry, and could I bring her something to eat? And I would always stop at Kentucky Fried Chicken and get just the cream potatoes, just a little large one, and cream potatoes and gravy. That's all she wanted. She didn't want nothing else. And I took it to her, and Jamie say, oh, you can't feed her. I said, why? I said, she can't eat nothing. Now she can't eat nothing. Hospice told me don't give her no food, no water, and don't give her nothing because they say she already in the stage of dying, so she don't need to eat. So we ain't gave her nothing.
And you like, no.
I say, no, that ain't how that work. She say, no, I'm telling you, she cannot have anything to eat or anything to drink. She can't have nothing. I said, I ain't never heard of that. She said, well, let me go back outside because I'm smoking and that make her cough. So let me go back outside. When she went outside and smoked that cigarette, I ran in there and I got a bottle of water. I got a cup and a straw. And I couldn't find a straw, but I had a straw in my purse. I gave it to her, and y'all, she was sucking that water so fast, it was coming out of her mouth. She was so thirsty. And then I got the potatoes and opened up, and I was feeding her. She was like, and it was just falling out of her mouth like a baby would, and I was putting it back in there, and she would grab her hand, and she was licking her fingers. She was so hungry. And when she came back in there, I say, you need to be ashamed of yourself. You out. She say, what? What? You don't know what you're talking about. I say, yes, I do. I ain't never heard of that. And you up here starving Miss Joyce. I say, what is wrong with you?
Then she had a little crackhead friend over there.
Yeah, she had a little crackhead friend over there.
They tried to
and
jump
they
you.
was trying to jump me.
They was gonna beat you up.
They was wanting to fight me. And then Jamie said, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Don't never come back over here to see her anymore. And I went back in there. I said, well, I'm finna go see her. Since I can't come back, I'm going in here and see her. Who going to let you in? I said, Jamie, really move. I said, don't do that. And her little friend stood up. And Jamie moved out the way, and they was over there talking. And when I went back in, Miss Joyce told me, she said, tell your husband to come and get me. They trying to kill me. Tell him to come and get me, and I'm gonna die. Help me, please.
Well, we were so upset.
Oh my God, we was upset.
And said Dee Dee said hospice is by comfort. They would never starve a patient. They show.
Thank you, thank you. She said they told him don't give her nothing, nothing. Because I'm gonna tell you something. They wanted her money.
Yeah, they wanted her money.
They wanted her money.
Had bread.
She had bread.
And another reason they was running us off because Miss Joyce put us in her wheel.
She put us in her wheel. But did we get something?
Nope.
No. They made sure we didn't get nothing. But that's okay. That's okay because I took care of her. I took care of her. I mean, I would get up and go to, in the mornings, go to her. She was right next door. Her husband was dead. She was there by herself. Her mind was a little bad, but not too bad. I get up in the morning, take a shower, get dressed for work, go to her house, cook her breakfast, fix her lunch, put it in the microwave, go to school, teach school. When I get out of school, come back, stop at her house. Because I knew the code to the garage, let the garage up, go in, she'll have the door open, she'll be sitting at the table, tell me she's hungry, fix her something to eat. She always wanted biscuit and sausage and gravy and rice on the side. I would fix her that, talk to her for a minute, and sit her a snack, put it in her bedroom. She lived by herself. Had Jamie and Calvin. They knew she was by herself, but they hadn't even came over there yet. And I would go back home and then go check on her before I go to bed. Come over in my robe and stuff, check on her. And y'all, let me tell you something. I did that for some months and months and months and months. I took care of her. A white woman. Oh. She was my neighbor and I loved her and she loved me. And she loved him to death.
Yeah.
She would court him in front of me. She would come over there on her walker and she'll say, baby, let me tell you, you don't understand any of this, but Damon, I love him. I love him through the mountains, the waters, and over the hills. He's the love of my life. I say, girl, coat him. Coat my husband in front of me. But she was so sweet. And she was, every time she go somewhere, she'll bring me back something. Or I go over there, she got something to give me. Or she'll come over there and give me something. She was just a good-hearted person. And when her husband was living, he talked to her like she was nothing. He constantly cursed her out and mistreated her.
Their trouble started when their children passed before them, and it just messed them up.
It just messed them up.
Yeah, they never got over it.
They never got over it.
Because he started drinking, and then she started hoarding. She
was, she'd buy so much. Her room was just full of stuff. She would have like 20 makeup kits, almost the same 20 makeup kits from JCPenney's and purses, like 80 purses. Just half of them ain't even been worn. She hadn't even paper still in them, tags still on them, just hadn't touched it. But I took care of her out of the goodness of my heart because I loved her and she didn't have anybody. And was I tired? Yes.
And you got to kind of help her out when they put her in the
when they put her in the nursing home.
And you was working at
I got a job there so I could take care of her because the day they buried her husband, she was at the funeral, and then that evening they just took her to the nursing home and dropped her off. They just took her and put her in the nursing home. And all the family was at her house. And she's in the nursing home. And guess how long they was going to stay there? A week. And had her in the nursing home. And I told him, I can't do that. I got to go take care of her. I'm going to get me a job there because I'm a hairstylist. And they needed one. So they hired me right off. And I took care of her.
While she was in the
And when she died, I took her some flowers. She had no flowers. None on the floor, none on her casket, not a flower nowhere. And the lady worked at the funeral home. She was the receptionist. And she came to me and she said, oh my God, she got flowers. Oh my God, thank you so much. Because she don't have any flowers.
We was the only ones that showed up, brought flowers, and signed the book.
The only ones that showed up for her. The only one. And when she was in the nursing home, if I tell you I took care of her like she was my mama, they would come to me and ask me questions, come to me and ask, is it okay that she eat this? She told us to come and ask you, that you was over her and whatever.
Oh, and Jamie got you fired.
Yeah, and Jamie got me fired.
Because they called somebody.
They called somebody on me to come from the state to come in there and see my license. If I had license, I had my license. I had everything was up to date. But because that happened, they let me go.
They kept harassing you.
They kept bothering me. Well, we need to see your license. I said, you got a copy of my license.
See, that was a good job because she had the shop in there.
Yes.
She didn't have to pay no rent.
and I could bring other
and you
people
bring
from the
outside customers in there, so you making double money.
And I was doing everybody's grown up kids that was in the parents children. I was doing their haircuts for the sons and roller sets for their daughters or flat iron. I was doing all of that color. I was doing all of that. I was making very good money.
Yeah.
And she got me fired. All I did, but I didn't hold no grudge against her. I said, the Lord say, the Lord say, vengeance is His. They're not mine. They're His.
Yeah. Philippians 4:6-7 encourages prayer over anxiety and promises God's peace, which surpasses all understanding, to guard the heart and the mind. Because our mind is a terrible thing to lose. Yep, terrible thing to lose.
You can't waste it. You can't waste it on people that don't matter. You can't waste it on people that's trying to pull you down. You can't waste it on people that don't have the energy that you have, the frequency that you have. Stop wasting your mind and your energy on people like that, because it's not going to get anywhere for you or them. It's not going anywhere.
Look, we talking about the mind, and you know, they got people doing stuff because they use mind control devices.
Yes.
Like the stuff we don't really talk about. They can manipulate your mind from somewhere else using some kind of radio frequency, right? They say mind control devices are technologies that allow users to control devices or interpret brainwaves with their thoughts. These devices can be used in many fields, including defense, healthcare, and advanced manufacturing.
Yes.
They can also help people with disabilities control devices like wheelchairs and prosthetics. Yeah. And so, my man Elon Musk, he put out the Neuralink.
Yes.
It's like the size of a quarter, and they embedded it on top of the skull, right up under there. And then with the Neuralink, they can go in there and implant all kind of stuff. You can read, if somebody else got it, you can read their thoughts and all this
from way across the room.
Yeah. No, I don't want that.
I don't want that. Somebody recommended the movie A Beautiful.
No, that's usually what we talk about, A Beautiful Mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tupac. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, you got, your mind is a terrible thing to waste. Don't waste it on people that don't matter. And don't waste it on people that's trying to play games with you.
Yep.
Don't do it. It's just not worth it. Because people play games every time you turn around. People trying to get something from you, but they don't want to give you nothing. But they want to take. And even in the stores, I was in Walmart not too long ago, and because I do beading, and I had got these beautiful beads, and I looked on there, they was $4.98, but they said on sale for $1.98. And it was a string of them about that long. I said, because I was going to make me some earrings. I said, now those are so cute. And they just $1.98. So I'm going to get those. And then they had some little bitty ones that matched it. And those was 98 cents. I said, oh, I'm going to get both of these. So I put them in the basket. When I got up there to check out, it was saying that they was $4.98. I normally take a picture of everything I did in that day. And the lady came over there. She come over there. She say, no, let me see how much. I say, it's not clicking right. And then she went in her phone. She said, no, it's $4.98. And the ones that was 98 cents, them right there, they was $2.99 regular. She said, and this one is $2.99. Do you still want them? I say, no. I don't, because they priced wrong. That should have came up $1.98, because that's what it says over there. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but if you want them, you're gonna have to pay $4.98. I said, baby, you can take them, because I'm not paying that. Because I just left from over there and seen the price of what they were, and that was the price. So you can just keep them.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to? See, still trying to play a mind game with me. Baby, I'm woke, and no, I do not want those. Please put them back.
I'm going back to Neuralink. If anybody interested in getting Neuralink and get fitted with a chip in their brain, the Neuralink, conservative estimates, it costs $10,500.
Woo, baby.
And that's probably not including the surgery to put it in, you know.
Exactly. You probably don't.
But they say they did the trials. They did one guy.
And what happened?
And they say it malfunctioned.
Of course it did. Of course it did.
Yeah, it said malfunction. But it said anyone within the United States who is at least 18 years old and the age of majority in their state who is able to be able to consent, who has quadriphilia, paraphilia, vision loss, hearing loss, and the inability to speak, or major limb amputation affecting above and below elbow or the knee, they probably can get it.
Oh, shit.
It might not have to pay.
Okay.
They'll give. See, that's like experimental trial.
Yeah, they experiment on you. They playing games with you.
Yeah, because you know, because if you got that, they'll use that for somebody, you know, like this experiment. But the device, which is approximately the size of a coin, is implanted beneath the skull and uses 64 tiny wires or threads equipped with over 1,000 electrodes that can read neuron activity in the brain and connect with a computer.
Ooh, Lord.
Or smartphone, or your smartphone. And according to the company. Now, see, they got the smart glasses that can do the same thing.
Yeah.
And the smart ring. That if somebody's speaking a different language, when you got the smart glasses on, they'll interpret the dang language and tell you.
You can talk to them.
You can call them Google Maps. You can do all kind of stuff, all kind of answers and everything with these smart glasses. Ray-Ban just made some.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could do it that way instead of implanting some, because they're going back, they're going to put the chip in your hand.
Yeah, in your hand.
Overseas now.
They already got it.
Well, you can walk into the grocery store, pick up all your items, and then just walk straight out, because it's tallied up everything.
Yes, while you putting it in the basket.
While you putting it in the basket.
It tally it up. And then when you walk through it already, then scan your hand. And so it's paid for.
It's paid for.
You don't need no card or nothing. Just even to open your house door. Just your click. Just rub it across.
You can do that with the smart ring or them glasses.
Yes.
I'd rather do it that way. I don't want that.
And to crank your car, open your lights on your car. Turn your lights out. Just.
But they not gonna plant nothing in my mind.
No, because I feel like this, and then they're gonna say, "Okay, let's cut fancy off."
Okay, the reason why I don't want nothing in my mind, because you can end up being a Manchurian Candidate.
Exactly.
Did y'all see that? That's another movie I'm recommending.
That's a good movie.
Okay, it's two of them. The one I'm recommending now is the 2004 with Denzel Washington.
Yes.
It's called A Manchurian Candidate.
Ooh, that's a good movie.
Years after his squad was ambushed during the Gulf War, Major Ben Marco, Denzel Washington finds himself having terrible nightmares. He begins to doubt that his fellow squad mate, Sergeant Raymond Shaw, now a vice presidential candidate.
See?
Okay, listen to me. Is the hero he remembers him being. As Marco doubts deepens, Shaw's political power grows. And when Marco finds a mysterious implant embedded in his back.
Y'all hear that?
It was implanted in him. The memory of what really happened begins to return.
And it was good.
Boom.
It's returning.
So I'm not going to tell you everything that happened, but there's a Manchurian Candidate. So
that's a good movie.
He's being controlled.
That is a great movie.
He's being remote controlled. Y'all think about that.
Yes.
And the thing that just happened with a former president.
Yes.
I believe he's a Manchurian Candidate.
Yes.
That boy just came from nowhere.
From nowhere and did that.
The boy 19.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm saying it just don't make no sense.
And then they just found out that he had a account overseas with millions and millions of dollars in his name planted into that account. They say he had no business with that kind of money. So what's going on?
Look, anytime anything like that go down, he was helped.
Yes.
It might have been coaxed. It might have been something implanted in him. We don't know. You could do mind control. You could do hypnosis. You could do all kinds of stuff.
We don't know.
You could get people to do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and it happens.
Because it just don't add up. That don't look. There's just something funny about that.
Because all these people getting up and just think about it and killing their whole family. Just waking up.
Just out the blue.
Yeah, a man in last month, he got up and killed his whole family and killed himself. 6 of them, the whole family, him and his wife and the children. Everybody dead.
Yeah.
He killed the 4 kids, killed his wife, and then killed himself. And they don't know why, what was going on. Nobody knows.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy. This is
So,
a lot.
It's a lot of this happening.
There's people jumping up and doing things. You like, man, what?
What is going on?
Peaceful people that ain't never been involved in nothing.
Yes.
Just all of a sudden,
Just get up and
boom,
go and do something evil or do something.
Yeah, I know. Your mind playing tricks.
Your
on
mind playing tricks on
you.
you. That's why you got to get yourself together up here.
Look, okay, it's another thing. If you having any kind of mental issues,
go get help.
Problems, go get some help.
Get help.
Or you can read books. You can go on YouTube and people can tell you what you need to do.
Yeah, to help yourself.
You can meditate. You can do all kind of things. Whatever something that's going to relax you and ease your mind, do it.
Because that's going to help you in the long run.
It's going to help you in the long run. Don't just run around here. You on the edge all the time.
Yeah.
That's why, look, Dallas got the worst thing drivers in the world because everybody driving 100 miles an hour.
Everybody.
And everybody just...
And everybody's car is hit.
Yeah, because they go 0 to 100 real quick. In the car and in their body.
Yeah.
Real quick. With their anger, anxiety, whatever. They all... Because you can't even look at them.
No.
They got so many road rage incidents down there.
It's bad.
It's ridiculous.
It's so bad. When you go and they pass you, don't even look. Just
don't even look. Keep going.
Because you want to get a bullet. You don't know what's going to happen.
You down here.
They do. It's bad.
Bad. But there was another.
All in the mind.
Yep. Now, the original Manchurian Candidate movie came out in 1962. And Frank Sinatra played the lead character in that. Ain't that something? And it said this one, it said near the end of the Korean War, a platoon of U.S. soldiers is captured by communists and brainwashed.
Yes.
Following the war, the platoon is returned home and Sergeant Raymond Shaw is lauded as a hero by the rest of his platoon. However, the platoon captain, Captain Bennett Marco, Frank Sinatra, finds himself plagued by strange nightmares and together with fellow soldier Alan Melvin, races to uncover a terrible plot. So they kind of switched it up a little bit because in the original one they say the communists brainwashed him. But in the newer version with Denzel, they say they own people did it to them.
Yes.
They own military, they own government
they did it.
They did it.
That's what it says in the movie.
So
oh, that's a good movie. Y'all gotta watch that whenever you get time.
Yeah. So this be careful.
While you're out there.
Keep your head on swivel. Keep your mind right. You know, your heart and your mind go together.
That's right.
And they tell you that it's a brain in your heart.
Yeah.
But then, you know, modern day medicine they don't talk about that.
Yeah.
But they say you got a brain in your heart too.
It's controlling.
Why you think you feel it? Because they say I feel it in my heart.
Yeah. I can feel it in my heart.
You don't never hear about say I feel it in my brain.
No, they say I feel it in my heart.
My heart, yeah, that's where you got all your intuition. That everything go lose back to your heart.
Yeah, I know I love him because I can feel it.
It's in my heart.
Yeah, my kindness, I feel that within.
Your food ain't no good unless somebody puts their heart in it and their soul in it.
That's right.
Because the food is only good as the person that's cooking it.
That's right.
If you putting your heart and soul in it, that means good. Just caught this. How much time left? Been putting my phone down too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we talking about my mind playing tricks on
me. Yeah.
And we talking about Manchurian candidates. We talking about mind control devices. We talked about my man Elon Musk with the Neuralink.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff.
We talking about road rage.
Yes.
We talking about keeping your mind together. We talked about a lot.
The devil. We talked about everything.
We talked about. We covered everything.
We did.
We covered everything. We gave you a couple of scriptures about renewing. You know about the renewing of your mind,
renewing of your strength, renewing of your mind, renewing of everything.
And see,
a change. Just
once somebody said Tupac.
Yeah.
And Tupac was about the mind.
He was.
He was about the mind. Because Tupac gave you a lot of knowledge. He dropped a lot of jewels on you.
Yes.
Just got to go back.
That's
Go
right.
back to his interviews.
Gotta
Go back to some of his music. Tupac dropped a lot of jewels.
Yes, we give a thumbs up for Janice and Breathe Life into Me.
Let me
You
give
have
him.
done a wonderful job.
Let me give him.
So
this.
appreciate everybody that came on here. We appreciate you guys. We're nothing without you.
That's
nothing.
Right. And y'all do an excellent job.
We appreciate y'all so much. Everybody that come on this channel, we love you and we appreciate you so much.
This is for Janice and Breathe Light to me. Breathe.
Yes.
Let me give one more.
For the Philippines.
Yeah, for the Philippines.
The Ghana. Woo!
One more for Ghana.
Yeah.
My bad.
Ooh, sorry, YouTube. That's not our music.
There we go.
And one for everybody that came on here tonight.
Okay, one more.
One more for everybody that came on, and then we're gonna get off. Woo! Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
We appreciate you guys, and we're not gonna hold. We
Yeah.
appreciate y'all coming on here. And remember, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
It sure is.
And we're gonna do this real quick, and we're gonna be
get out of here.
out. I said, hey. Woo. I said, hey. I said,
mental awareness is real.
I said, hey. Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock night
Yeah.
time is the right time.
Yeah.
The only sound is fancy putting
Yeah.
it down. I'm walking the
Yeah.
park. Keeping it hard like
Yeah.
all night. Talking naked
Yeah.
through the streets like
Yeah.
a sidewalk.
Night talk.
It's time to blow your mind.
It's night talk.
It's one of a kind. It's night talk. Conversation for your elevation.
Night talk.
Spreading facts
Yeah.
throughout the nation. It's night talk.
I said,
It's time to blow your mind. It's night talk. It's one of a kind. It's night talk. Conversation for your elevation. Night talk. Spreading facts throughout the nation. It's all about the family. It's all about the friends. It's all about the ones who've been there to the end. It's all about the good. It's all about the bad. It's all about that cross on the wall.
Don't get mad.
It's night talk. It's time to blow your mind. It's night talk.
I said,
It's one of a kind. It's night talk. Conversation for your elevation. Night talk. Spreading facts throughout the nation. Que pasa, fancy what I say?
What's happening?
Que pasa, fancy what I say?
What's happening?
It's night talk. Time to blow your mind. It's night talk.
Yeah.
It's one of a kind. It's night talk. Conversation for your elevation. Night talk. Spreading facts throughout the nation. Fancy, you ready to leave the show?
Yeah.
And we out from Night Talk. Peace.